Suppose you're given two straight lines and you're asked to find what is the intersection point of these two lines. You're given a line that runs across this way and one that runs across this way. And I know that this is given as 4, this is given as 2, this is, let's say, 5, the point 5, and let's say this point was given as well as -3. We asked in this question to find point A, the intersection. What will the coordinate of the intersection be? So how do we find the exact y value and the exact x value at this point? We've got x there and y there, so we need to find out what is that. The first thing we have to do is identify each of the equations of each of the lines. So the question is saying find AXY, the point of intersection. And the solution will follow as such. The first thing we're going to do is find each line equation, right? So line 1, the equation is y equals mx plus c. So this line over here, let's call it line 1. It's going to have a gradient of 2/3, positive 2/3. And the y-intercept is 2. So therefore, the line would be y equals to 2/3x plus 2. All right, then I got line 2, which is this line over here. Again, following the same trend, y equals mx plus c. So this was the first line. I call it equation 1. And the second line, the gradient for this line, for the second line, which is this one over here, would be negative. It would be a negative number. So negative, and this is 4, and this is 5, right? So this gradient is going to be -4/5x, right? And this, actually, I'm not going to put the x in yet. That's just the gradient. And remember, that's changing while we're changing next. Let's just show you that again. So that's 4, which is your rise, and 5, which is your run. So 4/5 gets you gradient, and it's negative because it's sloping towards the left. Any line that slopes towards the left is negative. Any line that slopes towards the right is a positive gradient. The c value is quite simple. It's just where it gets the y-axis. So c equals to 4. And so therefore, this line is going to be y equals to -4/5x plus 4. And let's call this one equation number 2. All right, so we got these two equations. All we have to do now is make them equal. I'm going to take this equation, and I'm going to make them equal and solve for x. All right. So let's see if I can do that at the bottom here. Just going to gather a little space here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to equate the two equations, and we're going to solve for x. All right, equate 1 and 2. So we get 2/3x plus 2 is equal to -4/5x plus 4. We're now going to move this across. It's going to become positive. You can bring all the x's onto one side. This will become -4 minus 2 is 2. Right, that's 4 minus 2 becomes 2. And this side here, we got 2/3x plus 4/5x. I'm going to just grab a calculator. It's going to add the fraction for me to save time. I could find a common denominator, multiply that out as well. That's also fine. Common denominator would be 15, and then cross multiply. Don't forget to cross multiply. So I got 2 over 3 plus 4 over 5, 4 over 5, which will be 22 over 15. So this comes to, let's continue over here, 22 over 15x equals 2. Multiply both sides by 15. I'll get 22x equals to 2 times 15, and that's equal to 30. So 22x equals to 30. Divide both sides by 22, getting me my x equals to 30 over 22, which is 15 over 11. And that would be my x value that I get when I equate that. So that means that this point over here is going to be 15 over 11. And what is 15 over 11 as a decimal? It's 1.47 rounded to 2 decimal places. So that's the point 1.47 over there. Right, 1.47. How do I get the corresponding y value? To get the corresponding y value, what we do is we substitute the x value back into one of the other equations. Okay, so to find y, we substitute x equals to 1.47 into one of the equations. So we can get y equals to 2 over 3 times 1.47 plus 2. And we then put that on a calculator. Okay, so you're going to get 2 over 3 multiplied by 1.47 plus 2. That comes to 149 over 50. That's 149 over 50, which is the same as 2.98. So this number over here is going to be 2.98 up specifically, right? So yeah, those are decimal values, but it is possible. So therefore, we can see that's going to be our final answer there. We can write that at the end. Therefore, A, it will be given by the x value 1.47 and the y value 2.98 to 3 significant figures. And we're done for this.